Okay guys, so I am at Vision Motorsports. It's a recon car dealer, and this is not a sight you see often in recon dealers. Why? Because Volvo cars don't get parallel imported often. But this is not really a Volvo. This is the Polestar 2, and we've got HP inside there. Okay guys, so here you have it. This is the Polestar 2, and well, it's this is the Volvo Car Group's first battery electric vehicle, all electric. This is not a plug-in hybrid. There's no engine in there. There's no range extender in there. This is all electric. If you look at the styling, you can see that this car still has the proportions of a conventional vehicle. Okay, unlike a Tesla. Now, this is because the Polestar 2 here is based on the CMA platform, and the origins of the styling was based on the Volvo 40.2 concept. Okay, at the time, when Volvo wanted to debut this platform, they had the 40.1 concept, which became the XC40, and the 40.2 concept, which became this. Don't be surprised if later on they may launch an S40 or a V40 that looks something like this lah. Okay, but here you have it. This is the Polestar 2. Okay, and yeah. So from the outside, looks very Volvo. Okay, and just bring you through some of the styling details. This is the familiar Thor headlamps, Thor hammer headlamps. The front grille. All right, so you can see here they put this is the front radar module for the ADAS system. So this has all the advanced driver assist features that came from that you would find in any regular Volvo. Okay, so look at the styling details. Look at the bonnet here. It's got this line here. Right? This styling line here, this is a very reminiscent of regular Volvo cars. Some differentiation in the details. Look at the side mirror. They managed to thin it to create a frameless effect. The outer door handle here also has given a chunkier look compared to regular Volvos. Now I particularly like the treatment of the rear door. Okay, how they visually extend the window line. Okay, how they visually extend the window line like this, and you know this is still part of the door. This is still part of the door. So the BMW 3 Series can certainly learn a thing or two about from Volvo here, from Polestar here rather. So here the tail lights. I like these tail light designs. It's obviously inspired from the latest generation Volvo tail lamps. Okay, you can see the Polestar wording here. This is the stand. This is also the Volvo font. All right, and so come to the back. So apparently recently there was a lawsuit from Citroën on copyright infringement regarding the use of the Polestar logo that reminds us about the Citroën double chevron. Looks alike, meh? I don't think so, lor. Okay, so this car has power tailgate. Rather decently sized boot, and a lot of familiar items here from Volvo. Okay, so you've got a 12-volt socket here. You've got this strap, this hook here. All these are all very familiar little bits from Volvo cars. You've got a partition here as well, which you can raise. Okay, and I like the fact that this one is, so this hinge here, okay, has a mechanism underneath that holds this up. So you can use this to partition your boot. Okay, so you don't want things to roll around. This switchgear also comes from Volvo as well. Alright, So from the top here, you can see it has a panoramic sunroof, and while Bing is exploring the interior, we'll wait a little while, okay, and so that not to interfere with her video. But what I want is to so whilst we're waiting for Bing to finish, right, some of you may ask, how much is this car selling? Answer: we don't know. Why? Because we've been told by the dealer that this car is still pending its vehicle type approval. It's still pending some processes at the paperwork at the customs. So as a result, right now they don't have the official pricing yet. You can't even place a booking for this car because they don't know how much they can sell it, or technically they don't even know if they can sell it because there's no vehicle type approval for this car yet. But the car is here for you guys to check out, okay? And we certainly hope that this car can hit the road. All right, and so here, this sticker here, this is the rating of this car, the battery rating, 78 kilowatt hours, 300 kilowatts. Okay, to translate that into plain language, this car has about 500 kilometers of range. Now, you may ask, right, what is the maintenance of an EV? Is it scary to maintain? It should not be, because EVs, mechanically speaking, are much simpler than your conventional petrol engine cars. You don't have to worry about timing belt, you don't have to worry about ignition coil, you don't have to worry about spark plug, wanos, diesel valve, all this malanye is nothing to worry about, okay? Because electric motor only, very few moving parts. There is of course the worry about your battery lifespan, but here's the thing: the manufacturers have devised a care regime for these batteries. So basically, if you charge these cars according to the instruction, these batteries are meant to last a long time. The batteries will only wear out prematurely in the situation where they are abused. You know, they are regularly pushed beyond their prescribed operating parameters. So if you want to buy an electric car, you have to keep the battery life long, read the manual, read how they tell the ways in which you are supposed to care for the batteries, okay? How you charge the battery, how often you charge the battery, and how often you subject the car to a hard acceleration. Okay, now of course it's not to say that these cars are maintenance free. They are not. You still have to change your brake pads. But because these cars have regen braking, so wear and tear on the brakes should be relatively low. You still have to maintain the air conditioning system. The suspension parts will be subject to wear and tear. There will be, you need to probably regularly change your arms, your absorbers. This one cannot be helped, okay? And the fact that the battery vehicles weigh a bit more, okay, so you may have a bit more suspension wear to think about. Of course, tires too, all right? But you should be able to expect that maintaining an electric vehicle to actually be relatively cheaper and simpler than a regular petrol or diesel engine. Okay, you may have the occasional software glitch, but these are things that you can just send to the dealership, park a few lines of code, and it'll be done.
Thank God that the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but DC where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And for quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business is humongous, you would think that happens in there. Damn man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Looking for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have him yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an F
Okay, so one aspect of the Polestar 2's exterior that I do like, this is the charging port. Okay, so they position the charging port here versus a Volvo PHEV's one will be placed here. Now, this positioning to me makes a lot of sense because what this means is that you can charge your car whether it's easy to charge your car whether the charging port your charging bay is mounted at the side or at the back. Okay, those for people like me who reverse park cars at home, this is great because here, let's say here's a plug point, the wire just comes here, that's it. Okay, so now that the interior is available, I am going to step inside the car. We start with the back seat. Okay, it's got fabric seats here, nice. And one look at this is very familiar if you have come from a Volvo. All right, the seats have the same upright posture as that in the XC40, which is unsurprising. Okay, considering that they are from the same platform. This door here, all right, the door cut elements are pretty familiar. Door opener, the switch gear, this is unique. Okay, I like this fabric treatment here as well. Not sure if this button has any function beyond just aesthetics, but it's a nice touch. All right, let's pull down the armrest. Okay, this is the Volvo armrest holder. The same rear aircon vents as found in the XC40. USB-C ports. Wow, got ventilated rear seats. Not bad. So nice. The front seats of this car has Isofix, and it has a it has a tether there, so you can put your Isofix seat at the front. All right, and you can put the tether type. Whereas if you remember previously when I showed with the Mini Countryman plug-in hybrid, you can only put the Isofix seats with the front kaki one. All right, so here this architecture, well, it's broadly familiar if you have come from a Volvo. All right, but this is a much taller dash. Okay, and you can see here there's a pocket here. Now notice that my seating position, okay, versus what I showed in my previous video of the Tesla, my seating position is more more crossover like here. Why? Because with the Polestar 2 here, the battery pack is still like Volvo's, mounted along the center tunnel. Okay, so this is a more or less a familiar electronic shifter arrangement come from Volvo, but the design is unique. Okay, so it's a ring, it's sort of like a ring type design, very nice. This I believe is, yeah, this is more or less the same well, it's definitely the same software as you see in the Volvo infotainment system, but configured slightly differently for its Polestar use. All right, let me just see this manual. Well, the fonts all are pretty familiar. All right, and here you can see, okay, that's the charging tray. Okay, but it's aligned at an angle, so I think the idea is that unlike Tesla, you put your phone here. Firstly, it's easy for you to grab and go. Secondly, it prevents it's to discourage you from being distracted by your phone. So look at the dashboard. Now I like this fabric treatment here. This is nice. Okay, I like how they frame, how this whole design, how this piece here frames the dashboard. Okay, the screen here has a sort of like a floating appearance. Okay, and the aircon vent is placed up here, so in a way the basic architecture looks familiar, but the elements are arranged in a different manner. This steering needs no introduction, very familiar in its design. Similarly, the instrument cluster as well. Well, it's just a screen, okay, like most, like the XC40, XC60 and all. But of course, I think the displays differ. All right, so you get a very more EV specific type of display. So yeah, in this example, we've got memory seat adjustment. This is also fabric. This power window switch comes from Volvo. Alright, so there you have it, guys. This is the Polestar 2 in Malaysia. Unfortunately, as I said earlier, can't tell you the price yet because this car has not received its vehicle type approval. So, but it's here for you to check it out, and it's well, let's hope they can get all the documentations for this car sorted, and this car can go on sale, can go on the road, and at least one lucky Malaysian will be able to experience the use of this car.